Mar Stardia is a low-class noble whose job gets stolen by a viscount. His father apologizes to his son for being so useless. Mar reluctantly accepts his fate as the hierarchy between nobles is very strict, but his sister Alice, who has a brother complex, can't digest this injustice. She suggests to her brother that he should apply for the Hero Academy. Hero Academy is an institute where students can graduate to become monster hunters and royal knights. In simple words, as long as you can graduate from Hero Academy, you are set in your life. Mar tries to refuse her sister's suggestion as he has only one skill, Great Sage. Although this skill is very powerful and bestows the person with all knowledge in the world, our MC is unable to use it due to his skill issue, which causes him a great headache every time he uses it. But after seeing his sister insist so much, he accepts as it wouldn't hurt him to give it a try. Mar is walking through the city when he meets up with his childhood friend Emma Brightness. Just like every other childhood friend out there, she also has a crush on her friend. Mar tells Emma that his job was snatched by another noble. Emma is saddened to learn this as she was very excited to do this job with Moir. Emma excitedly tells Moir that she found out some information hidden in ancient passages that a great sage used to have a wife who would kiss him whenever he used his great sage skill. Moir asks Emma whether he can try it with her. Emma answers yes, but tells him that she wants her first kiss to be somewhere else. Moir and Emma stand on top of the bridge overlooking the city as they kiss. Moir uses his great sage skill and asks him about a method to get stronger quickly. The great sage answers him that there exists a hidden dungeon which he can access by staying a certain code. He gives him the details, which causes Moir's head to explode with pain. Seeing Moir in pain, Emma kisses him deeply, leaving a trail of saliva on their lips. Although this appeases Moir's headache, their lust is still not satisfied, so they lean in for more. Moir heads to the dungeon as told by the great sage. There he hears a voice which leads him to a woman shackled in chains. The woman introduces herself as Oliva's servant. Olivia tells Moir to put a hand on her head, which allows her to showcase her memories to him. She tells Moir that she entered this dungeon 200 years ago and accidentally fell into a trap, causing her to be stuck here for eternity. Moir offers to free her, but she warns him as the chains have a special spell engraved on them. If they are destroyed, she will die too. After learning Moir's purpose for entering the dungeon, she offers him to give her skills to him. Moir presses his head against hers and learns her skills. There are 3 skills: create, edit, and delete. Moir can use LP points to create, edit, or delete any skill he wants from him or someone else or anything. LP points can be earned by fulfilling one's desires, whether it is lust, hunger, or greed. But if you run out of LP points, you would die. Moir tests this skill by creating a stone throw skill. After testing it properly, he recognizes this skill to be all-powerful. Moir also creates a skill named Discerning Eye, which allows him to inspect anything. The next day, he meets up with Emma and hugs him, which gives him LP points. Emma complains about her shoulders being too stiff due to her massive chest. Moir thinks of an idea and uses his editing skills to make it smaller. But Emma cries and requests him to make it big again, so he has no choice but to waste his precious LP points to make them big again. On the day of the Academy's entrance test, the examiner explains to them the rule that they only need to bring monster materials, and the one with the rarest will win. He tells students to form a team of 3 and orders them to head out. Moir is having difficulty forming a team as no one wants to form a team with the lowly baronet. Luckily, Emma comes in with a clutch and joins his team. Another noble girl joins their team after seeing Emma. Moir asks Emma to wait for him here as he heads to the dungeons, slays a Death Reaper there, and brings up his skull as a trophy. Due to the rarity of Death Reapers, they score the highest in the exam and beat all the previous records. Moir's family celebrates his admission into the Heroes Academy, but after seeing the enrollment fees, they start having second opinions. Moir heads out to the academy where he meets Emma at the gate. Both of them perform their special morning greeting in the nearby woods and return to the academy. At the academy, they happen to pass by the Duke's daughter, Maria. Moir inspects her using his skill and finds out that she is cursed with a deadly curse that will cause her to die on her 16th birthday. In the class, everyone treats Moir like heir due to his status. Just then, Maria walks into the class and greets Moir with respect. This stuns all the nobles as they stare at Moir with jealousy. In the training grounds, they are introduced to their new teacher, Elna. Elna's purpose is to teach these greenhouse vegetables about self-defense. She asks Moir to step forward and attack her with his all might. Moir attacks her with his sword, which is easily dodged by Elna using the back foot skill. She asks Moir to defend this time as she attacks him. Moir tries to dodge, but Elna's speed is far superior to him and strikes him in the stomach, causing him to fall. Elna challenges Moir that if he can dodge her attack by using the back foot skill, she will reward him personally as she teases her breasts. This causes Moir to fire up as he uses his creative skills to learn it. After successfully dodging her strike, Moir asks for his reward. Elna sits on Moir's face as a reward, which gives him an LP boost, causing him to want more. Elna then groups everyone into a team of 2 to fight each other. Moir is paired with Maria, who declines everyone but Moir. However, after throwing Moir back, she falls on him, causing her assistant to run up to her and take her to the nurse's office. Seeing how worse her condition is getting, Moir decides to help her by editing the curse in Maria's arsenal. But the LP points required to do this are astronomical, while our poor boy only has a few. Moir decides to ask the Great Sage for quick methods to earn LP points. But this causes him to have a headache, so he can't help but kiss Emma in front of everyone. Elna gets angry at them for being so indecent in public and orders Moir to run 15 laps across the academy. At the guild, Moir and Emma request Lola's assistance in treating Maria's curse. Lola tells them that she knows a friend who is cleric and can heal curses. Moir begs Lola to introduce her to him. Lola goes to her cleric friend Luna to meet her. Upon finding Luna all tired from working so hard, she feels bad for asking her about Maria's curse. Moir heads to the hidden dungeon and greets Olivia. Oliva is very angry at him for not coming to see her for the past 2 weeks. Moir apologizes as he asks her about the curse. She answers him that it's an inherited curse, and that the cost of editing it is very high. Moir asks her about a quick way to earn LP points. She tells him that if he can tie up some women and indulge in pleasure with them, he could earn up to 10,000 LP points very quickly. This causes Moir to have a nosebleed, which makes Olivia laugh and explains that it was just a joke. She offers him to teach a skill that can help him earn LP points quickly. After learning the forbidden skill Lucky Leecher, he heads back. Moir sees Emma waiting for him and runs towards her, but the Lucky Leecher skill causes him to trip over a cat, landing him straight into the bouncy heavens of Emma. After that, a strong gust of wind causes everyone's skirt to rise, giving him a peek at their panties. After witnessing the power of Lucky Leecher's skill, Moir nerfs it down so it only happens occasionally. Lola introduces Luna to them as they head out to a restaurant to talk. Luna tells them that she can't remove Maria's curse. This disappoints everyone, but Moir peeks at Luna's stats and finds out that her curse removal skill consumes her lifespan as an exchange. Moir asks Luna to talk to him alone as he speaks to her about her skill, which causes Luna to explain her backstory to him. Luna tells him that her mother was also a cleric and that she died healing people, so she also wants to grow up like her mother. Later, she tells everyone that she will help Maria in the removal of her curse. Moir tries to stop her, but Luna is bent on her decision. Lola asks Luna about the truth, and after learning about her skill, she hugs her while crying. She calls Luna stupid for not telling her about her suffering. Moir tells them about his skill and that he can edit Luna's skill to consume her finances in exchange instead of her life. This will also cut the cost of LP. Upon learning about LP, Lola tells them that there is a way for him to earn LP, which is to participate in an event that will be happening soon, the Harvey and Pride event. At the event, Moir learns that it's more of a slandering event hosted by bitchless people who can't get any bitches. At the event, many groups of harem appear, causing everyone to insult them and boo, which causes Emma and the other girls to be afraid of what's coming for them. After Team 9 presented themselves to the audience, it was finally time for the Noir's team. Moir encourages Emma to go first. Emma jumps to the stage, causing her slime balls to jiggle, which causes the crowd to go cheerful as they praise her very big assets. Next to jump on the stage is Luna, who causes everyone to cheer again as they recognize her as the Great Cleric. In the end, Lola makes her appearance as she shows her armpits in their full glory, causing everyone to go insane. The judge gives them the highest score as he announces the next stage, which is to please their master. Moir's harem acts all lovingly as they all kiss him, leaving lipstick marks over his face. The audience explodes as they throw stuff at them for being so lovey-dovey in front of single men. Now that Moir finally has enough LP points and money from the event, he can finally heal Maria's curse. At the Duke's mansion, Amain is given hope when Moir appears and asks her to lead him to Maria. In Maria's room, Moir introduces himself to her parents as he tells them that he has found a solution to heal Maria's curse. Luna steps forward as she tells them that she can now lift Maria's curse thanks to Noir sacrificing his life force. This causes Maria great joy as she kisses Moir's lips to make him feel better. Luna lifts Maria's curse, causing Maria to be finally free from death's shackles. Maria's parents thank them for doing this much for their daughter. Maria stands up, holds Moir's hands, and tells him that she will spend all of her life trying to repay his debt. This sparks tension between all of them when they call Moir a manwhore for adding another girl to his harem. Moir meets up with Olivia and he tells him about the event that happened. She tells him that he reeks of women's scent. Moir explains to her that he had to kiss a lot to get enough LP. Olivia orders Moir to kiss her too. Moir kisses her on the forehead as he still doesn't have experience in kissing people, causing Olivia to laugh as she waits for him to get better. Noir and the girls receive a reward for saving Maria from her parents. Noir gives the money to his father to open up a shop to sell rare items. After telling him the plan, Noir returns to the dungeon and meets up with Olivia. She suggests a few skills to learn to have a better time exploring the dungeon. The third and fourth floors don't have anything, so Noir heads to the fifth floor where he finds a giant black lion. Noir inspects the lion using his skill, but is unable to see anything. Noir decides to make a run as he stands no chance. However, the lion speaks to Noir in human language and asks him for help. The lion introduces himself as Tigerson. This name was given to him by his dear friend, so he cherishes it a lot. However, his friend got separated from him on the 6th floor, and ever since then he has been waiting for someone to save him. It's been 350 years, but due to his friend being an elf, there is still a chance that he is still alive. Tigerson gives Noir a ride to the 6th floor as Noir has to go alone ahead. Noir is confronted by zombies, causing him to make a run. He finds a door and enters to save himself. After the commotion is settled, he opens the door and finds another zombie which looks like an elf. After using his skill, Noir is sure that this is Vashel, Tigerson's friend. Noir uses his editing skills to remove the zombification from Vashel's skills. After Vashel turns back into a human, Noir leads back to Tigerson. The two old friends have a hearty reunion, but sadly Vashel has to head back to his lover back home, and there are no other species allowed there. The two friends part up in sorrow. Seeing Tigerson is in so much anguish, Noir offers to become his friend. This causes Tigerson great joy as he accepts his friendship. Noir takes Tigerson back home and introduces him to his family. Tigerson offers to be the lion guard for their family, causing them to happily accept them. Noir's little sister even jerks him off by stroking the tulip on Tigerson's head. Noir and Emma do their usual morning greeting and head to the academy. In the class, Maria thanks Noir for saving her and hugs him, making Emma jealous. Elna announces that their practical exams are about to begin and that they have to submit rare monster materials to pass. Noir and Emma head to Adventurer Guild to take some missions for the exam. But there they find from Lola that her position as receptionist is at risk due to another receptionist named Sarah who keeps stealing her adventurers. Lola accuses Sarah of seducing the adventurers, but Sarah scoffs at her that Lola has no proof of proving that. Both of them decide on a competition that whoever wins will be the queen of receptionists and will be able to steal any of each other's adventurers. Sarah has her eyes especially on Noir and tries to seduce him, but Lola pushes her away, making her angry, and says that he will be hers after the competition. Noir assures Lola that he will help her win. He requests her to assign them some of the harder missions. Lola gives them a mission to defeat a dragon. Noir alongside Emma and Luna farms up some LP to level up their skills. After that, they prepare a trap for the dragon and lure him out using Noir as bait. After successfully hunting the dragon, they submit some of the parts to the academy for their exams, and the rest is given to the guild. However, despite all of this, they still lose to Sarah. Lola isn't ready to give up as she brings Noir to a room and gives him a ticket to let her touch him anywhere. Lola uses her body to give a message to Noir, increasing his LP. She seals the deal with a kiss as Noir assures her that he will help her no matter what. Noir seeks help from his master Olivia. Olivia tells him that floor 7 of the dungeon has advanced bonuses. She also guides him to create a few skills. One such skill is fusion, which lets him fuse 2 of his skills to create a combination of skills. After completing his preparations, Noir walks into floor 7 where he finds it's a completely different world. Unlike the usual underground dungeon, it's made up of forest and even has a sun. Noir is confronted by a bunch of silver wolves and escapes. Down the line, he is greeted by a green-haired Loli who reminds him of young Emma. The green-haired Loli introduces herself as a dryad and requests him to call her Dory. She begs for Noir's help and explains to him that her main body is being ravaged by a bee monster which is sucking all of her mana. She takes him to his main body and shows him the bee monster. Upon seeing the golden bee, Noir is afraid that he can't help her. The monster is far stronger than him. But after seeing Dory's poor condition, he bites his lip, causing blood to flow down his lips. Upon seeing this, Dory kisses him on his lips and sucks his blood, trying to heal him. Noir promises her that he will help her. Once again, Noir seeks his master for help. Olivia gives him the solution and warns him to not die. Noir returns back to Dory and finds her unconscious on the ground. He wakes her up and attracts the wolves towards the bee, and then he uses Olivia's plan to use his skill to target the hostility of the wolves towards the bee monster. However, the bee monster is far stronger than the wolves and easily slaughters their pack. Noir has no choice but to take the matter into his own hands. He uses his create skill to create a water skill, and using the fusion skill, infuses the water ball with electricity, shoots it toward the bee monster and kills it. Dory thanks Noir for his help and guides him to the treasures. After looting the treasures, Noir returns to the guild and gives it to Lola, who hugs him in return. The guild master announces Lola to be the winner, which causes Sarah to become depressed. Moir consoles Sarah, who gives her home address to him in return. Moir and Emma are relaxing with each other when Emma suddenly invites him to a dance party. Moir asks his father about any updates on the shop. His father complains that no noble is willing to rent a shop to them due to their inferior title. Moir tells his father to give up as he never had any expectations from him. At the dance party, Moir meets up with Emma's parents, who tease him upon seeing him close with Emma. The Earl makes his entrance as he announces to everyone that there may be an attack on them tonight by phantom thieves who want to steal his precious moon gem, but assures everyone that he has hired talented adventurers from a reputable guild. The part goes on as usual. Moir and Emma are sitting when a noble approaches Emma and tries to court her, but upon seeing Emma with Moir, he challenges him to a dance battle. Moir and Emma's dance easily outshines his dance thanks to Moir creating a dance skill for himself. Just when Moir and Emma are about to kiss, the light goes off as phantom thieves attack and take Emma away alongside the moon gem. Moir alongside the adventurers chases after the thieves. Moir and Layla team up against one of the phantom thieves who ran away with Emma. The female thief summons a firebird and attacks Layla, while Moir fights against the female thief. Moir uses lightning attacks which are easily dodged by the female thief, but her fear of lightning tells of her weakness as Moir devises a plan in which he first uses his heavy skill to bring the firebird down so Layla can take it down. Then he infused the lightning with water and threw it at the female thief. The female thief is captured by Layla when suddenly her team member appears beside her and thanks Moir for aiding them in the mission. Moir is suspicious of his identity when he uses his skill and finds nothing. Just when he is about to warn Layla, the man punches him in the stomach, causing him to fall on his knees. He then captures Emma and uses his gravity magic to hold down Moir and Layla. The man reveals his true identity as he touches Emma's face while explaining how he would make her his bride. Moir is extremely angry and uses his full force to go against the man's gravity magic. Emma also wakes up and slams the man with a wind blast, causing his magic to be cancelled. Moir doesn't let go of this opportunity as he jumps and punches him in the face with his all might. Moir kisses Emma and assures her that she is safe. The next day, Moir brings his family to the shop which was gifted to them by the Earl at cheap rates. Emma hugs Moir's arms in excitement, but this causes Alice to stare at him with deadly eyes. Poor Moir doesn't have any choice but to bear the wrath of his little sister with a big brother complex. Elna introduces a new foreign exchange student to the class. The new student is Layla, who introduces herself to the class as an adventurer. Elna tells Layla to sit with Moir as she already knows him. Then she also announces to the class about a special trip to the hot springs, which excites everyone. I mean, who doesn't like hot springs? Elna, alongside her on their way to the hot springs, warns everyone that it's an area where powerful monsters lurk in the shadows. This doesn't stump anyone as being in hot springs is far more lucrative to them. The boys are also excited to see the girls naked, but the girls are not afraid as they rely on Moir to protect them. On their way, a pixie appears out of nowhere and offers them a shortcut to the hot springs. Moir tries to warn them that this could be a trap, but no one listens to him and falls right into the pixie's trap. The pixie has monster puppet skills which allow her to control monsters. She lures the class into a cave and attacks them by using lizard monsters. However, she underestimates the class's yearning for the hot spring and is defeated by them. After all the hazards, they finally arrive at the hot springs. The boys cook up a plan to peek at girls, but Moir tries to stop them. The boys call him a traitor and chase after him. Moir runs for his life when he is greeted by Elna, who uses an earth ball to stop the boys in their tracks. Moir thanks Elna for saving him, but their conversation is cut short when the boys still don't give up and keep running towards the girls' side. Elna and Moir team up to stop them. However, the leader of the boys, Shorth, stands up and challenges Elna to stop him. Despite the vast difference in their levels, he manages to push back Elna, causing her to clash with Moir, who accidentally grabs her chest. Shorth has drunk some potions to boost his physical strength. Moir uses his created skill to grant powerlessness to weaken Shorth. This makes it easier for Moir to defeat him. The boys still don't give up as one of them runs towards the girl's bath at full speed. Moir chases after him and uses most of his LP to grant slowness to him, which causes both of them to fall into the girl's bath. But thankfully there was no one there as Elna ordered the girls to wait for her. Elna brings a blinded Moir to the girl's bath and rewards him by having him bathe with them. Emma and Elna give him special treatment to help him recover his lost LP points. After all the hurdles, Moir's dream finally came true as they open up their new shop. Thinking of his past journey, Moir can't help but thank his master for making him who he is, so he decides it's finally time to save her. In the hidden dungeon, Moir presents his wish to Olivia, although she is happy that her student cares for her but doesn't want him to face any danger. Moir asks Great Sage about a way to save Olivia. The Great Sage answers him that the solution to his problem lies on floor 15. Moir heads to floor 15, but before that, he has to face a trial that needs 2 people. He asks Emma for her help and brings her to the dungeon. They enter the trial room, where they find themselves surrounded by little goblins who order them to drop their weapons and give them food. Moir gives them poisoned food, causing all of them to throw up and lay flat on the ground. After clearing the trial, they find themselves in a room with Olivia. Through his skilled discerning eyes, Moir learns that it's Olivia's copy created by Death Chains. The only way to free Olivia is to kill the Death Chains copy. Emma frees the copy as they prepare to fight it head-on. However, the copy is proven to be far too powerful for them and causes them to retreat to second floor, where they find themselves in front of the original Olivia. Olivia gets jealous of Moir being with another woman and calls him a cheater. Moir explains to her about the incident that happened on floor 15. He also requests her to tell him her weakness so they can defeat the copy. However, Olivia refuses to answer their query for some reason. Moir and Emma still don't give up and find her weaknesses through historical records. Moir looks through an ancient book where he learns that Olivia once fought a cleric who had a powerful skill called sacrifice. This skill caused Olivia to suffer extreme torment. Moir uses his LP points to learn the skill and is ready to fight the copy. However, the copy is way faster than him and finds him first. Moir uses the sacrifice skill to sacrifice some of his skills and uses the power to attack the copy. However, he is far too slow as the copy slashes him across the chest, causing him to kneel. In a flashback, a young boy who looks the same as Moir asks Olivia to be his master. Olivia refuses him, but the boy isn't someone who will give up so easily. He keeps on persisting her, but Olivia doesn't budge, and she starts to enjoy his company. One day, Olivia comes to a bar, and the bartender tells her that her student died fighting a monster. Olivia stands in front of this grave as she pours the wine onto her head and regrets that only if she had accepted him as a student and taught him better, he wouldn't have died. That's when Moir appeared in front of her for the first time. She was so happy. That's why she doesn't want him to risk his life and live a long and happy life. Moir is at a dead end against the copy when the girls come to her rescue. However, the copy is far superior to them and easily manages to defeat all of them. The copy laughs at Moir as she one last time grants him a chance to leave. But Moir's pride won't let him as he sacrifices every last bit of his skill, except for the one given to him by Olivia to get a power boost. He slashes his sword at the copy, but her body is so tough that it won't cut through. She kicks him in the back as she gets angry at such a weak ant for pointing his sword at her. She throws her flame attack at Moir, planning to burn him to crisps, but Moir is a fan of medium rare, so he charges up and cuts through the flame. The flame infuses with his sword as he cuts down the copy with it. Doing all of this left him drained of his LP, so the girls came up to him and massaged his body with their breasts to restore his LP by a lot. Moir meets up with Olivia, who is finally free. She thanks him for freeing her as she presses his face between her breasts. She escorts him to the 15th floor, offering her best wishes for his future endeavors. With a nod of gratitude, Moir steps into the dungeon where new adventures and untold stories await him. That's all for today. If you've enjoyed our video, give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.